Oops. Hello. Hi. Per usual, catches me off guard every single time. You'd think I'd be ready by now, but nope. Hello. Hi. Howdy. Booting up the game. Still getting ready. I, woke up later than intended with a hangover. You can blame my friend Cerveza Crystal in the chat. I guess I should be blaming myself, right? I could say no. I don't. But I can, theoretically. I'll press this button. So y'all can see the shaders being compiled. Proof of life. Alright, I think I'm ready. That's not true, I'm definitely not ready. I am ill-prepared for this stream. Ill-prepared for every stream, let's be real. Kind of scrambling, making things happen. But yes, I'm here. It's probably going to be a bit of a shorter stream. I have things I still need to do to prepare for work for the week. And it's real quiet without any background noise. I'm extra aware. Please. Alright, I'm going to be sipping my various chug jugs here. My small shields. Large pot. Various forms of caffeine that'll be infused into my system shortly, hopefully. Probably press continue, not new game. That seems wise. But yeah, it's probably going to be a bit more of a chill stream today. Although I don't know what that means in the grand scheme of things. At the end of the day, I am just going to be throwing my life away at this boss ad infinitum. I shouldn't say that. We need to have some confidence in a victory here. 1 second. Okay. So, we're back at it. Yet again. Playing Lies of P. 2,500 deaths. That's too much. It's too many. It's too many. 2,000 too many. It's fine though, because today's the day, right? Right? Nothing says today's the day like waking up late hungover. That's it. The hangover's not that bad. I just am being a baby about it. You know? What else is new? Just like I'm being a baby about my tattoo. And the piercing. I will say, I feel like the me being a baby about the piercing is a little justified, in my opinion. I accidentally nicked it multiple times in the night. That was bad. It did not help my my sleep cycle. My sleeping situation. But alas. Here we are. Getting warmed up. That's what I'll call this. Missed that. Just not great. We should get the... Oh, maybe not. Maybe? Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. I was out of stam. No heals for you. Only for me. Okay, this feels there's a lot of HP bar left. That's probably fine. Oh, we got the corrosion late is why, so this might still be okay. The problem with damage over time is if you're delaying the damage over time, then it takes even more time. Okay. A little scary. Just because that's a one hit if the red attack hits you. Okay, first try phase 1. That's what you want to see. Or I guess first try phase 2. Okay, that one's more delayed. I swear. Yeah, there is. Okay, that's confirmation at least. I learned something. There are 2 dash forward attacks. Because the first one was more delayed and then the second one came out faster. I guess that goes without saying. I'm being redundant with my sentences. But, I mean, like, it's a small piece of knowledge. I wasn't sure if that was the case yesterday, if they did have 2 dashes, but it very much seems like it. Neither of them are red attacks, so I really should just be trying to guard them. You can probably dodge them, but guarding feels fine. I do think they will one-shot you if I don't guard them. Let me sip my chug jug. Alright. Back at it. Oh, I should press this button. I pressed it. Okay, feeling good about that timing. That was good. He broke our stamina, but it's still fine. Ooh, you jerk. Okay. We'll do the contra code correctly this time. Up, up, down, down, left, right, AB start. BA start? I think it's BA start. Oh, you jerk. Oh, okay. Really off timing there. Some big greed in the middle of that combo there. Oh, you jerk. Okay. That's actually just some extra damage there, so it's not too bad. It helps our timing with phase 2. But yes, if you try to break his stamina, or break his guard, break his stance while he does the jump attack, it just doesn't work. That sucked. That sucked. I got so greedy trying to make the phase 2 happen. I thought it was guaranteed. Alright, alright. Need to lock in. Nothing is guaranteed in this life. Run it back. That's fine. That was a really good phase 1 until, you know, until it wasn't. This phase 1 doesn't feel as, like, impenetrable or annoying as some of the other previous bosses, he says as he dies. I pressed minus there, didn't I? I definitely did. It felt like, I don't know, basically all the bosses past Green Monster, maybe even Victor, felt like the phase 1s were like almost a slog. Whereas you could probably argue that this is kind of a slog at this point, but it goes by pretty quick if you are actually executing the fight properly. That's saying a lot, though. Discord ain't snitching. I see. Hello, pup. Hope you're well. Do I not have purple status at all? I think I accidentally turned off, or left off the activity privacy when I was tinkering with some crap. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh my. Oh my. I mean, I only just started anyway. Let me double check this. There, I clicked the thing. It'll theoretically update soonish. Thank you for the insight. Not that it really, you know, the purple status matters too much. Maybe it does. Good afternoon. I am hungover. Whoops. It's funny how that happens. You forget Brack is streaming. Brack's so set on his schedule that I basically always know now. Yeah. I wanted to start the stream at like the 1 PM time, but that didn't happen today. Because of said hangover. I woke up late. I slept terribly, and I'm like, okay, I'm never drinking again. That's not true, but it really made me realize how much drinking messes with my sleep cycle. Which you think it might be the opposite, but it really is not really that for me. Yeah, I try to keep it about that as well. Drinking's for special occasions. Wow, 10 stream streak. Wowee. That's the highest I've seen. You're the biggest super fan. Phase 2. 2 phase 2s and 5 deaths. Not perfect numbers, but I'm still warming up. Too early, way too early. Whoops. It's okay. Still warming up. Still sipping the various potions. Ooh. Drank about 3 cups of water back to back. We went probably for a similar walk last night, although we didn't carry a huge load of groceries like you did. It made me feel decent about my cardio because I was like still hop, skipping, jumping around afterwards. Although that's not really saying too much. It definitely could be better. You are sick, that's true. Sick nasty. Oh, he did the red attack. If he did the other attack, I would have been safe dodging backwards, but he caught me. I got caught. But you're feeling stronger. That's nice. No COD emote. True, I guess. Feels really nice when I can just get this corrosion combo every time. That's it. Didn't work there. I guess because I didn't press triangle. I'll press it now. Some big damage. $7,000 damage. It's probably a new PB for the corrosion combos. Got an ad break just in time for phase 2. That kills you. This kills the puppet. Oh, okay, I'm getting slightly better at that. I need to time out the jump attacks. The flailing aerials. I knew as soon as I saw the ad break start, I was like, this fight's not lasting 30 seconds. I did okay until I didn't. That's how it goes. Yeah, in case it's not obvious, my demeanor already, this is gonna be a quieter stream for me, probably. Less energy. As well as potentially not really that long of a stream compared to yesterday. Okay, that's scary. I'm gonna win right now and end the stream. I don't know about that. If I were to win right now, I would still want to stream for at least another hour or so. Oh, you jerk. More Katamari. That is an option for sure. The problem is I'm still not seeing a white bar on this phase. I did the thing? Okay, no, that's fine. I thought it was the other stab attack. I need to remember when he jumps in the air, he switches his weapon. I didn't dodge fast enough. God damn it, man. It's these aerial combos. I still don't have the timing on them. If I can learn to parry them, it's going to go a long way because each of those aerial combos are double hits. That's what killed me in the last phase during the ad break, except it was the other aerial combo. And I managed to parry the first, you know, 2/3 of it, but then the final bit of the combo is what caught me, and that's all it takes. That said, I don't think I should be going for parries. Part of me is like, I have to change how phase 2 plays, because almost every single boss fight in the back half of this game, the phase 2 plays completely differently than the phase 1 does. Except for Victor, I guess. Like, you have to like rework your plan, basically treating it as a whole new boss. And because he looks basically the same, I'm not doing that internally. I'm like treating it like it's the same boss. Therefore, I'm getting in his face and I'm trying to parry every single attack like I can do in phase 1. That is not what I can do in phase 2. To the point where I feel like I need to do, oh my god, more hit and run mechanics. Or, you know, tactics, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Like maybe I should be running away more often. Like during Laxasia's big combos, I wasn't trying to fight those, right? I was straight up running away from them. So if I can find the way to do that versus this guy, it might go a long way. Because I really do think during phase 1 here, it's stand in his face and parry. But phase 2, it has to be more like hang out mid-range and be prepared to dodge. Which is a completely different tactic. And that's probably why the numbers are increasing so fast and I'm not seeing marked progress yet. Also, dying to a red attack feels bad. How many times have I said that in this boss alone? About 2,500 times? Yeah, okay. That math doesn't math, but it's probably pretty close. Math ain't math, and alright, let's stop thinking about meta and just like parry the buttons. Perhaps. And now I'm just thinking about my piercing because it's noticeable in the current moment. That was part of the reason why I did not sleep well. I accidentally nicked the piercing a couple times, and yeah, it feels bad after you do that. I didn't press triangle. Okay. No, not okay, dude. Yeah, extremely not okay. I lost my mental the moment he healed. I like got lost in the sauce. I didn't think he had enough space to justify the healing, but it's not like I could have punished it, so obviously he did. I'm really hoping that he does not heal in phase 2, because if I get him down to 50% HP and I give him the space that I'm thinking I need to give him in phase 2 and then he heals, I'm gonna be a very unhappy camper. But he basically doesn't do anything from phase 1 in phase 2, it feels like, except for like the spear combos, but even those are different. So that's my hope. And press triangle. I don't know why I'm not pressing triangle anymore. Usually I'm so eager to press it. One thing I should probably be doing, or getting in my head about, is after attacking in phase 2, maybe I just do back steps more often. Okay, that was very scary. Again, some sort of tactic of more hit and run. I can't be doing charge attacks in phase 2 unless it's a white bar and it's guaranteed or something. Maybe I just need to be like thinking about running more. But this combo I need to be parrying for sure. Okay, he's in spear mode. The problem with this strat is I'm gonna have no stam ever. Okay. I thought I internalized, or tried to internalize that combo last night, but it didn't happen there. Remember, the spear stab magic, the first hit is delayed explosion, second hit's a normal stab, third hit is a jump attack. And it seems to be pretty guaranteed. And the jump attacks, so those big leaping ones anyway, they are punishable, so just follow the whole combo through and it'll be okay. It's the other aerial combos that upset me. I did feel a little bit better with my quote-unquote hit and run tactic there. I was running around a lot more. I'm definitely not running around much at all in phase 1. I'm letting him come to me and just kind of walking forward. This is the only time I run, is when he jumps back. Okay, this time I'm gonna press triangle, as is foretold. That's not good. Okay. This seems like decent timing for an okay phase 2. I might have to hit him a few more times. Yeah, I probably can't phase him right now. That actually doesn't do as much guard damage as I thought it does. Or I thought it did. It's fine. Actually, just try for the gun. That seemed like a mistake. It was. If I'm gonna gun, I have to be faster than that. In fact, I probably shouldn't be gunning at all. Unless, like, he's very obviously in an end leg animation. I could have got away with it there, I just wasn't committed enough to making it happen. I basically have to buffer it out. I think it makes sense for me to continue with this mid-range strat because it allows me to like see better what his plan is. And then if I can coax out some of the easier attacks to deal with, it'd be nice. That said, one of those quote-unquote easier attacks is the yellow eyes, and I'm still kind of struggling on the timing on that. Like, I know what I have to do, it just... the execution's not there. You know what it is that you must do. You must win the fight. Ow. Alright, I'm getting... my patience in phase 1 here is definitely at a good level. I'm not going for these crazy greed attacks mid-combos anymore. Feeling good about these attempts so far. Good parries. I hate that. I hate that, man. Come on, come on! There's no reason for that. That should be an easy combo to deal with. And unfortunately, I'm just not reading it enough. If it's that combo... I mean, I don't know if he just didn't do a combo ender there, but it felt like that was a pretty easy combo for me to just parry through. It just didn't happen that way. Hello, Josh. Hope you're well. Ooh. A bit of a lower energy stream today from me after partying with my buddy last night. But these the fights are going pretty good so far. Not as good as I want them to be, but good enough. Don't heal. You're not allowed. Okay, this should be a decent timing for phase 2. It's looking pretty good to me. One charge attack. Alright, 8 heals, full Fable. Well, not quite full, but... so that's the fast dash. He has a spear move set now. I don't know how to deal with that, man. Maybe I just need to run away. Like, I have thought about that before. The range doesn't seem too absurd. The idea of parrying it just doesn't feel right. I did parry it yesterday. A singular time. It's asking a lot, though, because again, if you miss, you die. This kills the puppet. What if we just get the perfect RNG and never see that attack? Again, that attack, it feels pretty impenetrable, but like there's definitely something I'm missing with it. And not just I need to be parrying it. Although that would obviously be a solution. as much fun as it is to parry every single attack in this phase 1, I don't think it's as plausible to do in phase 2. Pressing L1 30 times in a row. Oh, I didn't press triangle. What's up with that? I'll do it now. I missed. Which means I'm left some damage on the table. Oh, it's the 4 hit. Good parry. Which means that I still have some neutral to do with this man. We gotta continue our dance for phase 2. No heals. That was a good dodge on his part. Oof. He almost dodged that too. Alright, the phase 2s are flowing, which is nice. I have no stamina, I must scream. That's the same combo. That's the same combo. I didn't... The first time he did it, I was like, okay, maybe I can read it a bit better. And then he did it again, and I did not even identify it until it was already done. That's pretty bad. There's something about the start of the animation that I just am not parsing properly. Because that should be another bread and butter combo that we can just parry. Much like the standard 4 hit that it does. And every single combo we can parry makes the white bars come that much faster, right? So... See what I mean? Let's go for the Fable attack. Ow. Should have went for a charge attack there. Still fine though. Okay, it went for the greedy 3 swing to confirm the phase. It worked though. Maybe I should have started with the Fable. Okay, it's fine. Spear mode. That's an AoE around him. Okay, again, we're learning small details. I was trying not to dodge too much because yesterday I had a habit of over dodging in phase 2, which meant I had no stam for punishing the attacks. Tried to dodge behind them there. But evidently he has a small ground explosion upon landing, so I don't know if that was a one-shot. Maybe I should have checked that out before I ran back into the fight. Either way, I don't want to be tanking that, so just avoid it. It doesn't seem like that big of an explosion anyway. Ow, I really mistimed that one. The first one straight up hit me, and the second one I tried to guard, but I had no HP. Okay. Good parries. Good parries. This will confirm the phase. Again, the phase 2s are coming pretty quickly today, which is nice. Spear mode. Okay, it's a bit of a bigger explosion than I thought. I thought I was ready for that, and the worst part is I was like already planning what I'm gonna do afterwards, but unfortunately it didn't go down like that. The yellow eyes should not be getting me. This should be like, that's the one attack I thought of before entering this boss fight for the first time. I was like, that's the only thing I remember about this fight, is his eyes glow yellow, he teleports right behind you, you gotta parry it. For some reason, that attack is still getting me day 5 learning this damn fight. It should not be going down like that. The timing doesn't change. It is not variable in any way. There's something very imposing about it, I suppose. Kind of like that red attack. Just knowing it'll kill you. I guess they're both red attacks, so that's partly why. I felt like I was about to set up the first white bar stagger in phase 2. I'm also really hoping that this man doesn't have any extra attacks in phase 2, because like if he gets a new attack at half HP, it's gonna be a bad time to learn that. Okay, that was scary. I don't know why I didn't read that as the 4 hit. This should confirm the phase. I might have to do a couple charge attacks after. Actually, it's not going to confirm the phase. This will. Nope. This will? Getting a little greedy with it. I panicked. I fully admit I panicked. I was out of stam. The problem with pairing these combos is I'm very low on stam at all times now. And that's with the stamina trinket. The stamina regeneration trinket. I'm almost wondering if the physical reduction doesn't actually matter much, but it probably does. I mean, I'm dying in one shot to a lot of these moves anyway. Like, what if I increase my stamina or something instead? Or maybe I go for extra damage. That seems unnecessary, I'll fully admit. How much extra stam is this? That's the question. We're at 109. 119. That doesn't feel significant enough. A 10% increase. I mean, it's a 10% increase. Whatever. Let's see if I start getting one shot by moves that I don't remember getting one shot by. Because I'm trading like 10% defense for 10% stam. There's definitely going to be moves that one shot me now, I think. That didn't before. But, like, the more I think about it, the more that I'm like, these moves all basically one-shot me as is. Maybe it's gonna be like a couple mid-combo strikes that will one-shot me now, I don't know. I'm also wondering if perhaps the stam trinkets work in tandem, but maybe I'm thinking too hard about it. Like having a greater max stamina will help increase the stamina I regain over time if it's like a percentage increase. That doesn't sound right. Saying it aloud. That sucked. Ugh. Actually, you know what? I want to see the other trinket real quick. Because there's another one that increases stamina, but also increases like HP and Legion as well. It's the blue butterfly. It's actually like 3 less stam. We're definitely going with that one. I'll take a little bit extra HP. And Legion. The Legion's not really all that necessary, but it might mean I get an extra bullet without having to wait for reloads. Okay, cool. I hate when I miss the first bullet, it feels bad. I am stamless. Stamless behavior. I should have went for anything but a second roll there. Very silly. Got myself caught once more. Stamless in Seattle. $50 in a stream and only 20 deaths. Like these fights are definitely going longer. Instead of just dying repeatedly to phase 1. Only sometimes are we dying to phase 1. It is nice that I kind of have like enough of a flow where I can almost guarantee these Fable arts when I need them. The 4th bar helps a lot. That sucked. I was prepared for the normal 4th strike. He goes for the damn red attack because that's, of course he does. Because of course he does. Because of course I call out how well these phase 1s are going and then I start dying to phase 1. Commentator curse. And I'm the commentator. That time I was waiting for the red attack. At least the timing on those two final swings of the 4-hit combos are different enough that I can just try to parry the normal one like that, and if it doesn't come out, then I can get the red because it's so delayed. That attack comes out fast enough that I'm still like panicking about the normal slash, and then when he does the aerial spirals, it's just hard for me to even think about what to do there. Again, those attacks aren't too hard to dodge, but you need a little bit of space. And if I'm already getting hit by the first hit, then that means I'm stuck in hit stun, aka I can't really do anything. Unlocking the defensive options versus that combo is going to go a long way towards making phase 2 plausible. Because that's a catch move, and he's very much catching me with it. Alright. A lot of extra damage there. Didn't even need to do some follow-ups after the second white bar, which is nice. I'm upset at how much the explosion throws me off, because I really am relying on the visual cue, and then I see the orange explosion in addition to the yellow eyes, and then my whole timing just feels completely out the window. It's to the point where it's like, maybe I need to stop shooting immediately, because if he does yellow eyes, then I can't read it. Really, I just need to get good, but we all know that that's not going to happen. See? That's proof of it right there. I think that's an example of an attack that I might have been able to survive before I switched up my defensive trinkets. I've seen how heavy I am. 74% with the extra weight increase trinket. But even like this or like the intro here is kind of hard to read because of the explosion. But there's like less of a punish if he does hit you. Usually you can get away with something. That said, it doesn't feel too much different on what attacks are one-shotting me or not, so... Like, if there was a big noticeable difference, I might switch back, but as it is... I'm kind of happy with this trade. No! Not happy with that trade. I missed. Yeah, I had a feeling I was gonna not parry one of those. And maybe that's all it takes for it to get in your head. Found some sneaky extra attacks in there. I don't know if that is stuff I should be doing in future, but it did help the phase a little bit. I thought I had that parry, man. I don't want to admit it, but it really does feel like I need to stop shooting in phase 2. It's complicating the fight too much for me. Them damn particle effects. Dang old particle effects. Ugh. The problem with not shooting in phase 2 is the free shot at the start is actually some like noticeable stagger damage. And I wouldn't actually think that, but it like, if I don't do the free shot in phase 1, like I said, it's noticeable. That was just a very bad attempt. I'm in my head. Maybe I just need to remove the left trigger from my controller. Nope, I pressed it. It didn't even work. It didn't even work. I mean, I guess it wasn't noticeable there. You still got the mini stagger after the first combo. But it is noticeable here, because otherwise that would have been the white bar, I think. Maybe not. But here we are. Yeah, I knew that was happening. That hasn't happened in quite a few streams now, clanking off the back wall. At least it didn't kill me. But as I was charging that, I was like, this is not gonna work. But I was pot committed. Spear mode. Okay, that doesn't feel so bad to run away from. I knew it. I knew it, man. The problem is, I'm like trying to run in and punish, having very little stam, then it's like getting in my head how little stam I have, even though it really shouldn't, because if you just parry the follow-ups, just parry, forehead, he says. That was the bread and butter combo too, like I should have been able to deal with that. I guess the moral of the story is I don't need to punish every attack. I just need to play it safe. It's kind of like shades of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood fight, where I was doing such hit and run tactics that there were a lot of times where I couldn't even get an attack off in between some of his things. Mistimed my corruption, but it should be fine. Should be fine, he says. There's the corruption, finally. I think that increases the damage of my fatal, so it's not that bad. But again, having the damage over time later isn't great either. Okay, 5 heals. I don't even know how I dodged that. God damn it. I was like preemptively, again, after he does the double slam down with the swords, he has 2 options. He either yellow eyes, like he did right there, or there's a small combo he can do afterwards. So I was like preemptively trying to dodge the small combo, and this mofo pulled out the yellow eyes. Theoretically, I should be able to like preemptively dodge the small combo with a simple roll or whatever, and then be ready for the yellow eyes if he does that anyway. It's kind of similar to the combos that end with red attacks. But I am panic dodging a lot of times. And also, part of my panic dodging means that I'm facing the wrong way. You can't parry things that are behind you. I know, crazy. Definitely getting away with a little more than I was in previous streams during phase 1. Probably should have pressed triangle there. Or maybe... That was so stupid. Like, I saw him do his little animation. I was like, alright. And then I didn't react at all. If I ever see him crouch down like that, just run away, bro. The problem is I have to make the decision to run away faster than I would in Laxasia. Because I'm like comparing the idea to Laxasia's phase 1 where she does the big combos and I just run away. When she starts doing those big combos, it's such a wind-up animation that this guy does not have. So I really need like in the 1/8 of a second to determine if I should run. The answer is probably almost always yes, because it seems like a lot of these attacks I can just kind of run away from. As cowardly as it is. The problem with that strat, again, is my stamina consumption. That green bar dwindles rather quickly. Much like my caffeinated beverages. Thought the red was coming. Okay. That sound cue equals big attack, or big combo. I might be able to shoot him after this, but it doesn't feel the safest. Spear mode. I should have pressed triangle. Okay, at least again, small little identifiers go a long way. So when you hear the swords, like, unsheath, or rather, I guess, slide upon each other, I don't know how else to explain that. When the swords are making a noise, it indicates he's doing big combo. Big combo I don't know how to deal with at all, except for running away. So basically what I'm saying is you hear that noise, you back the heck up. I think, I was gonna say, I don't know if that move would have killed me with the other defensive trinkets on, but it's probably fine. I shouldn't be getting hit by it anyway. No excuse. Really good phase 1. Blue bar for phase 2, 9 heals. Maybe I can shoot there. I don't know, man. I wasn't ready for that for sure. Spear mode. It felt close. We saw a white bar stagger in phase 2. New proggies. New proggies. We found a new attack, folks. Did that happen? Okay, so I feel like I already, in one of the first streams, I had a white bar stagger in phase 2. I don't remember that at all. So it turns out after you get the fatal attack, after you get that white bar stagger, he explodes. I did see him like freaking out, and I was like, this doesn't look good. And then I died. And then I died. The very smallest of proggies have been made. That's what I'll call it. I was feeling good about that fight throughout, so I'm happy to make something happen at the very least. It sucks that I died immediately, basically afterwards. That's how it goes. So I can't do the greedy fable in phase 2, like I'm doing right here, where I press triangle. Oh, I don't even do it. I can't even do it right here. I don't have a blue bar. Makes sense. I was hoping he was doing the jumping attack. Alright, Alright, that's one way to confirm the phase. That was a really good phase 1. It was pretty short. I'm not timing these phase 1s, but they can't be lasting longer than like 2 minutes like that. Too early. Saw the red eyes too early. Saw the red eyes and reacted too early, I guess. Still feeling a bit better about these phase 2s. I'm acting like I've been there before, you know? And I have a couple hundred times at least, probably. Well, maybe not a couple hundred, but maybe 100. I would hope so, anyway. Ow. That one hurt. So the goal now is to get a white bar, get the fatal attack, and don't die to the explosion that he does afterwards. He probably doesn't have much end leg after it, so we'll probably just go for a cheeky bullet as opposed to like a real punish as he gets up. That's bad timing for that. Still probably fine at the end of the day, but it's kind of nuts how much damage the fatal attack into corrosion combo does. Which is why, like, I really need to see how his HP looks after the first white bar in phase 2. Because that's gonna, like, determine my confidence for the rest of the fight. Because if we can basically skip, like, a third of his HP bar via the corrosion combo, then the fight feels a whole lot more doable. Okay, I was not sure I was getting that white bar this time, but it worked out. Decent heals, decent blue bar. In fact, good heals, good blue bar. What am I doing? Okay. I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. Okay. Man, that was so stupid. Because I was thinking to myself, if we can't get a free Fable attack after the collapse, as we can in phase 1, right? So I thought to myself, you know, maybe I should just be using blue bar in phase 2 as often as it pops up. The problem is I can't guarantee blue bar in phase 2. Like, my attack animation is so long that he's probably going to punish me one way or another. 7854 might be a new combo on damage done during decay. Or a new high score, I guess. That doesn't matter. He healed immediately after, so... Shit. This actually might turn out to be pretty similar timing anyway, just because we're doing so much extra damage now in these phase 1s. No blue bar, that's fine. Just gets in the way. Much like this explosion. Okay, we handle it. Spear attack, red eyes. Dual swords. Run away. Okay, that just works. Spear attack. Red eye. Run away. I don't know how to deal with that. I don't know how to deal with that. That's the one attack that he does at range that is actually scary as hell. Oh, I almost went to itch my nose and turns out there's a piece of metal in there. Who put this piece of metal in my nose? Gotta figure out a strat for the big jump attack, unfortunately. Maybe I can just run it, but that doesn't feel the most wise. Because it seems like he kind of just tracks to where you are and then lands. But maybe that's not actually the case. I guess next time we try it, we're gonna just go for the runaway tactic. It's funny, this fight in phase 1, it's run in, and then phase 2, it's run out. Ow. I thought I had it. I guess I mistimed it. I glanced. I glanced. This man's out here glancing. Shake my dang head. I was like, these button combinations just gonna work out, right? Spoilers, it did not work out. Yeah, I deserve that one. I could have got away with it too. I had just enough stam. I just didn't time it properly. Getting a little greedy with it. Let's not turn this into a regression though. We can make things happen still. Like, the Fatal into Fable attack combo really does chunk off 25% of his HP, and then the Corrosion does, like, the other little bit to make it, like, a full third. So if we can make that happen in phase 2, it's gonna go a long way. Spear mode. Red eyes. Dual swords. Yellow eyes. I'm wondering if I should just try dodging the yellow eyes. The problem is, again, if I dodge the yellow eyes, he continues with a combo. Man, there's no excuse. The timing doesn't change. I've said this earlier. The yellow eyes should just be rote. It should be a standard attack that I deal with. No stam. I didn't get it. I'm getting too greedy with the extra hits there. Well, it's kind of similar timing to as if I got 2 anyway. It's similar timing to how we used to have it. Having to do like 2 or 3 neutral exchanges after the second white bar. What am I doing? It worked. Weird, but okay. I did the exact same thing that I have been scolding myself about doing, in which I react to the explosion of the bullet and not the yellow eyes. Ah, man. I hate that this is getting in my head. Should not be going down like this. What if it goes down like that instead? God damn it. Ah! Alright, 2 out of my 4 potions are now, down. Okay, I can only get 1 R2 in here. Don't try for the sneaky extra greedy damage. Need to have a bit of wherewithal for sure when doing this fight, because there's a lot of little wrinkles that complicate things. Like that. Okay, he tried to get away. He almost did. Okay, again, he tried to get away. I felt like I'd get could get away with that, so I did it. I'm doing the thing yet again. Cool, 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 cool. Run. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot. I have 2 bullets. I might use 2. I think the first bullet didn't work. He was invulnerable still. No. Okay. We dealt with big combo. Red eyes. It was a little early there, it still worked. Unfortunately, we can't guarantee corrosion is what I'm learning. Shit. I still don't... So, that dash attack that he did there, I'm trying to punish it after he goes through. It seems like if he's a certain distance away, he does a follow-up attack. It's not really probably guaranteed like that, but he doesn't do that follow-up attack very often. So, it feels like most of the time I'm close enough where he doesn't feel comfortable doing it. But that time I was far enough away where he continued the combo. Unfortunately, that second hit, the second dash attack that he does, hits me in the air. So if it hits me, it guarantees the third hit, which is death. This kills the puppet. So that dash attack is more deadly than I assume it is, especially if I just guard it, as opposed to parrying it, I guess. I don't know. I gotta figure out the method to the madness as to when he does the full combo or not. If I can exploit it one way or another. It does suck that I seemingly cannot guarantee a decay combo, though. I'm not sure how I can go about doing that. It does also seem like I used the 2 bullets during his explosion and he was invulnerable for a little bit of that period, so the first bullet didn't work. Because I only did 412 damage, which is basically 1 bullet. Don't charge R2. Don't charge R2. It felt like I could have got away with it, but he doesn't have enough hit stun, so he will continue with another combo if you charge R2 and don't actually stagger him. Because running away from that attack does give you enough space to charge up the R2, you just don't have enough space afterwards, is what I just learned. Only go for running R1s. Ow. I knew it. I pressed L2, I shouldn't have. If I walked forward, he wouldn't have healed. But I gave him enough space by healing first, and then trying to shoot. Ow. He's got a lot of HP now. Very much gonna change the timing of the fight. I mean, I guess I have blue bar, but still. That just kills me. This kills the puppet. God damn it. That was a very greedy blue bar. Obviously, was nowhere near guaranteed. Sometimes I can salvage when I mispress my combos. Salvage these weird timings, but not that time. And that also means I'm not gonna have Fable Bar for this first collapse as well, which is also gonna change the timings on this fight, but alas. Charge R2 is very greedy right there. I dodged too early. I am sort of reading these attacks better, but the problem is the spear attack. They all look the same. Every single spear attack, it turns out, it's a stab. Who would have seen that coming? He's got 3 different combos. One of them I don't see very often. It's like ends with a triple stab combo at the end, which is scary as hell, but basically he's got the big red eye lunge, which I can deal with. And then he's got the double stab combo ending with the jump attack. The problem is that the scary part of dodging the combo is the explosion after the stab. It's not actually the stab itself, which messes with your brain. Because you see a dude moving his weapon and you have to naturally assume that he's pointing it at you, but it's actually the aftershock. Oh, I didn't press this. I didn't press this. Not perfectly executed, but a decent phase one. Red eye. Again, that's a pretty basic combo. It's literally just like the double slash into aerial double. It's basically a two-hit combo. But that first slash catches me and then it sets my timing completely off for the aerial attack. And again, that's a pretty standard bread and butter. The problem is it comes out so fast that I'm not reading it properly. There's no wind up to the animation. He just does it. Unlike half of these animations in phase one, which are quite delayed. Some big damage. I didn't buffer that fast enough. Almost instinctively used a second grindstone, but I don't need to do that. That's the attack. Even dodging it there, I wasn't prepared. One thing I gotta keep in mind though, and I've done it before, but it's a little risky to do, is even if you get hit by the first hit or two of the aerial onslaught, you can, like, because it's a multi-hit, you can kind of just tap L1 and guarantee a parry towards the end. I don't know if it's guaranteed, but it's pretty likely. I've done it before. It's just when I'm in the dodge mode, I don't think to do that. But in these quick parry games, anytime you see a multi-hit attack, you usually can just kind of recover from getting hit the first few times. The problem with that is I don't have much HP, so if I'm already in a bad spot, I shouldn't be getting hit at all, right? It's kind of like, for those who've been watching the whole playthrough, the swamp monster in phase 2, he does the crab attack, as I was calling it, where he just kept swiping at you. And even if you get hit by the first hit or two, you could buffer out the rest of the parries, like, very easily. Again, though, those hits were, like, a lot smaller than these guys' hits, or this guy's hit, though. So that's why it's scarier. And perhaps should not be something I rely on. But it's even kind of evident when he does the quick 3-strike during this phase 1. The 1, 2, and 3, as I was calling it before. Like, even if you miss the first one, if you keep spamming L1, you actually parry the second one, guaranteed. You just don't want to get hit by the first one, you know? Or rather, I don't, I suppose. That was so stupid. I don't know why I pressed R2 there. I realized it was a mistake as I was doing it, so it was like the lightest touch and unfortunately went through. We basically doubled the length of the average fight in this stream, though. We're at 46 deaths, an hour and 50 minutes in. The numbers were going up much quicker before, the death numbers, that is. It is interesting how he basically doesn't unlock most of his moveset until, like, below 80% HP. He does, like, 3 or 4 combos at the start of the fight, and then after that, he's got, like, 10. Okay, a little scary. Oh, I thought I was dead for sure there. The red attack. Oh, this is bad. One of those situations where you're just chugging heals to offset the heals that you need to chug. What? That doesn't make any sense. He hits you while you heal, but just like that. And now you need to heal again. I'm on the back foot. I pressed minus. I definitely did. Maybe I should remove the minus button from the death counter. Nah, there's reasons to have it, I guess. I guess I haven't really thought about it, but I haven't taken a break. I don't see why, like, the stream probably can go for another hour or so, so maybe I should take a break now-ish. Take the break now-ish before someone shows up. No, we're gonna go to 2250 because, you know me, I like my round numbers. So 2 more attempts, then I'll take a quick break. Should take a break before people start chatting again. But first, we'll see a couple phase 2s, right? Couple easy phase 2s we're looking for. This is a good phase 1. Only healed once. Almost got the blue bar. Got an itchy nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the 4 not happening. Yellow eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4 again. Counting it out does not help me there. I hate to say it, but I'm gonna say it. The gun threw me off. Not the visuals, but this time the timing of my animations. I gotta say, one of my least favorite things in this game is this L2 button. And maybe it's just these falcon eyes. Maybe I should be using another equipment piece, but it doesn't feel good that you have to dodge beforehand to make it even usable. That's why I dodge forward, just so I can dodge back. Like, it's just the mechanic of the game. I am acutely aware that I am complaining about this gun rather often in this stream, so perhaps that means I shouldn't be using it at all. I didn't buffer the attack fast enough. I guess I could have let my stam charge a little bit there, but it probably doesn't matter. Actually, it very much does. It very much does! It changed my timing on the the gun. I had no stam for a good half second there. Yeesh. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna go to the hotel and slap on some music. Have a quick snack. And maybe I'll feel a little better upon returning back. Feeling okay about things. I mean, we saw a couple white bars. In fact, I guess my goal was to survive the white bar explosion, and that did happen, so... Memory of beach. Alright, be back. Quite the melancholic song, I guess, is what I'm trying to say there. Same div. I'm done munching. Let's get out of here before I start feeling some feels. Okay. Again, I think if I can just suss out the quick combo, is what I'll call it, the quick 2-hit, I think it's gonna go a long way towards making this fight happen. The problem is it's so quick I can't really read it. Hello, Rory. Is what I'll call you, I guess. Hope you're well. Thank you for the follow. You are witnessing me die hundreds of times to this boss in particular, the final boss of the game. Normally I'm a little more chipper than this, but I'm lacking in energy today, so... Is he that hard to kill? Well, the thing is I have not leveled up once in this whole game, so I'm the lowest level possible, which is level 10. And this is the final boss of the game, so... And it's like an extra optional final boss. So it's kind of a challenge. Kind of a challenge that maybe I regret a little. Maybe not, maybe. That's okay, I guess. He did heal. Yeah. I got it in my head to do a level 1 or low level challenge run of these Souls games, but I was like, you know what? Instead of doing the Dark Souls series, let's start with this game. And here we are. So I'm gonna do Dark Souls theoretically after I finish this game, and I have a feeling that's gonna be a bit of a joke compared to this nonsense. Probably should have used the Fable bar. In fact, I definitely should have. But it's okay. Alright, we got to phase 2. That's what we're looking for. Dark Souls destroys your mental health. Yeah, this stream is evident. This is basically a Souls game. I mean, it is a Souls game. Okay. Back up. Back up. That's the combo that's getting me. It's the quick combo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't shoot. Yellow eyes. I should have pressed triangle. Get out. Okay, we live. 1 heal left. Run away. I'm pressing triangle. That was a mistake. Okay, we live. No heals. This is the quick combo. That's the quick combo, man! Ah, again. If I can get that quick combo down, it's gonna go such a long way. Yeah, it took a lot of patience to get here, and it's still taking a lot of patience, as you can see. That phase 2 it's an onslaught, and I'm slowly sussing out the attacks I can run away from and punish. But because there's so many attacks, it's really hard to deal with. I would love to be able to get to the point where I can actually parry most of these combos, like I can in phase 1, because phase 1's looking really nice now. He says as he gets hit. I don't like when that happens. I'm like too far away to get the charge attack to work, and now I have no stam, and I must scream. We're okay. Still no stam though. Execute the contra code. Get some free damage. No blue bar though, because we used it at the end of the last fight. We still got the corrosion. Damn, that 4 attack misread entirely. This might be a phase 2. We probably have, yeah, some neutral to do. Nameless puppet, is he emo? I mean, that's one way of putting it. It's because I have taken his name. They are asking me to remove my heart to put into this puppet, so this puppet can live as intended by the creator, Geppetto. I am Pinocchio. Okay, did not parry that. 2, 3, 4. Spear mode. Run away, run away. Okay, don't bother with that. Good parries. Yellow. Too slow on the yellow. Too slow on the yellow. I have taken his name, so he is currently nameless. 2552. I don't like that number going up the way it is. It's going up slower today, that's for sure, but I need to find a way to execute corrosion in phase 2, because if I do, I feel like it's going to go a long, long way. It's like a free 2k damage or something. The problem is I don't really think there's an easy way of doing that. And if I do, it involves having the Fable bar, which is less reliable to have in phase 2. Got a little framey there. Yeah, he really does do the patches squat. God damn, after you lose, he just squats on you. He looks down at you. It's pretty rude. It makes me excited to go play the Dark Souls series and kill patches repeatedly. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll leave the mines that is the Liza P final boss death hole that I've found myself in. The best part about this is I don't have to fight this guy. As mentioned, he's an optional final boss. There is an option at the bonfire equivalent to just go end the game. I can give my heart away and be done with my turmoil here. But I refuse, because I'm a dummy. Literally and figuratively. I have to prove I'm the real boy. Alright, we use the blue bar here. Get the corrosion. I'll show you the phase 2 cutscene. Oh, he healed, you jerk. But he is being controlled by old father Geppetto, who created us both. This corpse that is the nameless puppet is Geppetto's actual son named Carlo. And he's trying to bring Carlo back to life using the memories that I have inside of that I've gained throughout the game, I guess. All the power that I've accrued. All the levels that I would have in a normal run that I do not have right now. Ow. Okay, at least we dodged that. I should probably press triangle and seal the deal that is phase 1. I'll do it now. Not quite enough still, though. Okay. Yeah, we'll watch this cutscene play out. You can see the strings here. His weapon is a pair of scissors turned into a great blade. Kind of spoilers, but yeah. Basically. You're at the end of the game, so sorry you had to find out this way, but yeah. You cut off his head and he becomes angry, so angry he breaks the strings that are controlling him. You'd think he'd snip them with the scissors that are in his hands, but no. Now he angy. And I'm scared. Act like you've been here. Yellow eyes. Good reaction on the yellow eyes. I don't like this attack. And that's why. God damn, I need to find a way to, like, consistently deal with that. I probably should just try running away next time. I said I was going to do that last time and I totally forgot about it because I don't see that attack often enough. Little bro is angry at Shoes. You're not wrong. Actually, he might be considered big bro in this situation. He was born first. That's why we gotta put him down. Wait, what? That doesn't logic. Okay, at least we didn't get hit by the red. These red attacks kill you dead if you get hit by them. You cannot guard them, you can only parry them. Oh, I'm too far. I have no stam. Oh, you jerk. Okay, give me the white bar. There we go. White bar collapse. Now I can execute my contra code. I don't have blue bar. I do now. I'm gonna use it. Doesn't always work, but that time it did. Okay, decent parry heal. I still got hit though. Just heal again. Good dodge. That was less so. Alright, this should be another phase 2. Again, we're seeing a lot of phase 2s today, which at the very least is a small little thing I can hang my hat on. He just missed that attack. That was weird. Okay. Decent job. Let's just give him the space. I knew this attack was coming. I don't want to deal with it. Run away. Don't want to deal with this either, to be honest. Okay. That's the quick combo. Okay. That is quick combo again. Again. Okay, I can't seem to... The one time it worked in the middle of there, because he just did quick combo like 3 times in a row. The second time he did it, I got hit by attack like 2 or 3, and then managed to parry the last one. So I tried to replicate that for the fourth... Sorry, for the third attempt on that combo. And it didn't work, so it's not as guaranteed as I think, or I thought it might be. You should be sleeping right now. I'm assuming you're based in Europe then. It's quite late over there. I definitely need to be going to bed at a decent time today to get ready for work tomorrow. I don't normally work Mondays, but changing my schedule up. Yeah, I try to stream a little earlier because it's nice to have the opportunity for European viewers. Oops. But I can only really do this on the weekends. During the week, I am working. So I basically have conceded the fact that I am, right now, mostly an exclusively weekend streamer. It is what it is. It's better than not streaming at all. You go to school 6 days a week? Yeesh. I don't even want to go to work 4 days a week. I don't miss those days. That's some big corrosion damage that I wasn't really paying too much attention to. I totally mistimed. I didn't think that would kill me, but I guess it's because I switched my defensive trinkets earlier in the stream. That probably wouldn't have killed me otherwise. That sucks. That was probably a phase 2 right there if I just got the white bar. That's usually how it goes. You see the white bar, you get greedy. Okay. That was a pretty bad one. Pretty bad attempts right there, I'll have to admit. It's just that easy. 29 hours per week next year, you'll be doing 31. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Oh, come on, man. Can't be falling apart to these red attacks in phase 1 now. Hopefully this is not a sign of regression happening live. Definitely gonna stream for about another half hour or so. Seems to be a thing to do. I should really go look at when I started this fight, what my death count was, because I've already forgotten. It was a decent number too, like it was something kind of memorable. You would have quit the game at 10th death. I do have to like give the caveat that like, if you level up, this game's not so bad. When I played this game, I've only played this game 2 times full playthroughs before. Earlier in the year they released the DLC, so I played it for my second time. Every time I got to this boss in a real playthrough, it was kind of a joke. Prior to this run, I've only died like 10 times on the boss total. But obviously, when you don't have any stats, it turns out the fight's real difficult. So, yeah. I wasn't sure what to expect of this boss fight, but it makes sense that he's gonna be the biggest challenge in the whole game. I've unquestionably have more deaths on this guy than any other boss in the game. And there's also easier difficulties if you're not a Souls tryhard like me. A freak like me. Oh my god. It does require some patience though. The game is really fun. It is my favorite non-FromSoft Souls game. And I think I like it more than Dark Souls 2, but that's not saying much. I'll have to reassess my relationship to Dark Souls 1 and 3. I haven't played those in a while. This game very much is like Bloodborne meets Sekiro. And also, I could probably be using some sort of other weapon for this as well, but I'm just so used to this weapon at this point that it feels silly to try to change from it. Yeah, you can teleport anywhere that you've been from the start, unlike some of the other games. And it's got a very good visual design. Like I said, it definitely takes a lot of cues from Bloodborne. And not just the top hat I'm wearing. This should seal the deal for Phase 2 at least. Need to get these Phase 2s going a little more frequently. Do have blue bar for Phase 2 now. 7 heals. It's fine. Yellow. Damn it. I rolled too much. Okay, that was a little scary. I went too early. No punish as a result. Come on. I didn't read that. I didn't read that. You just got a direct ad? Yeesh. That's pretty funny. I mean, there's definitely worse ads to be getting, so... Twitch users are famous for their consumption of directs products. I'm trying to toe the line here. You're getting Wicked ads in Spanish, now you're getting Five Nights at Freddy's ads. Thank you for allowing me to glance a little bit, Brack. Also, hello. Hope you're doing well. The ads on Twitch are kind of wildin'. It does feel like every other ad you get, they're like, really? Oh, I don't even know if I read the actual part there already. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 ads in Spanish. Do they think you're Spanish? I mean, you are American. Okay. You've been lurking before 2600. Surely before 2600. I see. Yeah, I've been lurking too. Small proggies, you know? I would love to see another white bar in Phase 2, because we've only seen a couple of those. The problem is I just can't guarantee a corrosion, which is a feels bad. Oh man, that's also a feels bad, but we're alive. I definitely understand the impetus to lurk during these streams now, considering how easy it is for me to glance. Or maybe that's the type of horsing that I need to succeed. JK, we know that's not the actual case. I hope you've been at least a little happy with my new tactics in Phase 2, because that definitely has changed the fight. I shouldn't have gone for the double, it still worked. Alright, keep it up. Hit and run. 8 heals. Of course, yellow. I went too early. I went too early! Oh. That's the new really feels bad to die to attack now. Anytime I die to yellow, I feel a piece of my soul crumble. What's left of it. The counter has gotten so thick that it's actually kind of crunching into the emoji icon next to it, I realize. I don't know if it's actually overlapping. I'm only looking at the preview window. But it's kind of funny. the death counter is too long. Yeah. If only there was something I could do about that. A bit of a weird button combination there, but here we are. It's interesting that if he dodges right, it guarantees my hit, but if he dodges left, it definitely does not. Okay, good buffer on the attack there. Otherwise, I was in a bad spot. Alright, this should be another phase 2, and it is 9 heals. I really want to shoot him there, but I need to react faster if I do. Run away! I think there's something to be said that, because that's what he does there is the double slam down into quick combo, as I'm calling it. So maybe that'll help me learn the timing on it a little bit. I really feel like I need to start trying to parry the aerial attacks of the quick combo, because again, it's double hit. It's going to go a long way to making the stagger happen, and my dodge is not consistent enough as is, because I'm usually getting hit by the first part of the quick combo, so I just don't see it fast enough. My boomer reflexes. Okay. I did the thing, man. I did the damn thing. I need to do something about that. And I think the thing to do is not shoot at the start of phase 2. And I don't want to not shoot. I don't want... Does that make sense? I want to shoot him. I hate how much it just gets in my brain. The visual cue is so necessary for me. And again, I started this fight weeks ago, or however long ago. It was probably weeks. I mean, this is session 5, so... I started the boss fight being like, okay, this is the one attack I know is the yellow eyes. And now it's the one attack I definitely do not know if I can deal with. And then there's also the big jump attack, which scares the crap out of me too. Mistimed that parry. I knew it. That was so stupid. I'm trying to trade a gunshot for a heal. That doesn't math at all. That's why you don't use the gun in phase 1. I didn't buff for that. Now the timing is completely off for this. I still have to do like 5 neutral exchanges now. Maybe a little less with the Fable. Sick. Completely missed the Fable. That's also very bad. Should not be getting hit by the shoulder charge. Alright. A 5 out of 10. Even that timing was off because the explosion. Oh. Damn it, man. Something's gotta give. It's so dumb that my own strat is what's getting in my head now. These damn bullets. Are they more trouble than they're worth? I've definitely said that versus other bosses before, and I never learned my lesson. I just kind of dealt with the nuances required. Some big damage. A little bit of risky damage, but speaking of risky damage, okay, not a bad attempt. I don't read that attack well enough yet. Well, okay, that time I parried the first hit of the quick combo, and then I'm not ready for the second. It's an offbeat, unfortunately. It's kind of similar to the phase 1 jump attack that he does, where it feels like the hitbox is like, it's like later and earlier than you expect. How does that work? I don't know. It's definitely later because I went too early there. But it feels like I need to be doing it while he's still in the air, which obviously is the case because it's an aerial attack. But that is like the same attack he does in other combos as well, so that's kind of what I'm saying when or kind of what I mean when I'm saying that if I learn how to deal with that attack, it'll actually go so far towards making that phase easier. Still, unfortunately, a long enough ways away. That was some supreme greed. speaking of. A lot of heals in this phase 1. Oh, god damn it. Okay. I'm letting my stam charge a little. I guess I don't have to if I'm doing the actual animation. So running away doesn't seem to work. I also didn't run that fast. Maybe I just try guarding that. Because rolling away from the first hit makes you get hit by the second if you're just going to be panic rolling. Maybe I can get away with just holding L1. Which is not a strat I really want to be doing, but I don't have much of a choice, it feels like, specifically for that move. And there's enough of a lead up to that move where I should be able to read it, but... God damn it. I knew that was the red attack too, and it still got me, man. Huh. Well, getting hit by the very first attack does not bode well, but we're alive. I'm alive. I pressed R1 way too early there. My whole contra code is messed up. Oh my. Well, there's the corrosion, finally. Guess I can't be too upset, at least it procced. I wasn't sure that second hit was enough. Thankfully it was. Run. I was way too close. I think I just instinctively, or didn't do the instinctive back away that I need to be doing. Anytime I do any combo on him, immediately back up. Because that gives me room to react. When he crosses the swords is when he does the big combo, and I can't quite get the timing to dodge all of that consistently unless I just run away. At least running away is consistent, the problem is you have to react fast enough. And I only started doing these runaway tactics today. I literally thought of this in bed last night while I was tipsy and unable to sleep. I was like, maybe I need to put the hit and run more literally into my tactics. Okay, cool. And to be fair, it actually is working out pretty well for most of these attacks. The jump attack it definitely does not work against though, so that's why I need to figure out another tactic for that one. And again, it would go so nicely if I could just figure out the timing on the quick combo. Is really gonna change the fight once I do. Part of me wants to boot up the New Game Plus save and try that some more, but at the same time, I recognize that's basically cheating myself of the bigger number. I need to have the number as big as possible, otherwise it's not a real showing. Maybe some people disagree. Maybe some people want to see this run ending as fast as possible. And I don't blame you, I'll be honest. I'm sick of seeing this shit too. Nameless puppet in 2026. If I'm still fighting this nerd in 2026, I gotta say it doesn't bode well for the stream. But I guess you don't need me to say that. At the very least, I don't have plans to do Christmas streams, so if I have to, I will be streaming this all through December. And if it takes me 4 or 5 more weeks to do this, then maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. Oh, I hate that so much. Okay, a little sketchy. Nine out of 10. Really clean phase 1. I don't like dodging like that. Uh-oh. Okay. Uh-oh. I was so close to being out of there. I was on the edge of the hitbox. I guess I should have tried to dodge out of it at the last second. I was too close. I didn't read that fast enough. That is not a consistent way of dealing with that attack, but it is a way of dealing with it. It's better than me trying to parry it, because parrying maybe had like a 1 in 10 success rate. Oh no, this isn't good. This isn't good. See what I mean? Why do they make it so if you press the button in neutral, it's just bad? Why did the devs design it this way? Ah! Yes, when I shoot my gun, I have to implant my feet on the ground and not allowed to move for 10 seconds. It's so infuriating. It's almost like I should not be using the gun. Some could argue. And then I look at these other things and they all suck too. Why would I use any of these? Maybe I shouldn't be using any of these. Actually, Deus Ex Machina probably might be pretty good, but I can't be switching the tactics. That's like, that's bad. Ill portent for the future. Okay, this time was actually just like press circle, then you press L2. There you go. That's all you have to do. that's all you have to do. Having a bad time, having a bad time. I'm not getting mad. To be angry is to be human. Wow. Where's my anger emote? Can I even do it from this menu? Oh, you can. Grr, kick the ground. I'm so angry right now. I thought about ending it at 2575, but those last two attempts were so terrible that I cannot. What the hell just happened? It was like buffering out a run? I wasn't even holding it. Whatever, at least I'm not dead. Me when everything goes bad, whatever, at least I'm not dead. Yeah, I thought about ending it. There's still time for that. I should go to 3,000. And how long, pray tell, would that take? I have to work tomorrow. This is your job now. Depends on how tilted you get. That's a good answer. I mean, maybe, I don't know when you're asking for the Fortnite, but I got things I gotta do after the stream for sure. I am working Monday because I have to take a half day on Friday because I have to be ready to get a certain dog named Brody because my mom is leaving town around noon. And someone's got to pay these bills. That was stupid. But yeah, I'll say again, I don't know how the streams are gonna go next week because I'll have a dog with me. And you know how dogs is and all that. It might mean I have to take like a huge break in the middle to let the dogs out. Okay, cool. I'm hoping it's not going to snow this week because I don't want to take him out in the snow. But if it is, then whatever. That's how it be. If it is, then that's how it be. I will say if I don't start seeing a little more phase 2s, then maybe it is time to end the stream. I'll blame that one on commentator curse and we bring in attention to it. I'm not quite done here yet. I'm gonna have to take off my second skin on the tattoo later today. When I take my first real shower, because I have to wash my hair. First real shower since the tattoo. I have to add that for those who are not in the know. This is the first time I've ever taken a shower in my 33 years of life. Because all I do is take baths. That's not true. But with the tattoo, I've been told many times not to take a bath until it is fully recovered. And same with the piercing. I can't dunk my head. Which makes sense. Not that I really dunk my head very often when I'm in the bath. Okay, I don't like when you do that, but I guess it's free damage. That's bad. Okay, we're alive. I'm feeling pretty justified in not having the physical defense trinket, he says as he dies. That wouldn't have saved me there anyway. That was just bad play. If there is any attack that now one-shots me and it didn't before, it's maybe it's like 1 or 2 attacks total, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say there, out of the whole combo kit. I was told when I got the nose piercing that I can't be rubbing my face on pets now. Which makes sense. But it means I'm gonna have to be extra careful when I'm chilling with the dog. Cause you know how it is, you gotta just rub your face in there. But my tattoo artist brought that up specifically. She's like, yeah. My friend immediately forgot about the nose piercing and rubbed her face on her cat and immediately regretted it. And I'm like, yeah, I'll never... That's something I will never do. Don't you worry about that. I'm too wary of my cat allergens to do that. I'll give him some scritches, and then I will wash my hands just in case. I did the thing. Oh, actually buffered out properly. Why did I press this? Whatever, I guess because the bar was full. Bar was full equals press button. Washing your hands after every pat. I do kind of wash my hands pretty regularly as is. But yeah, I don't do that unless I pet cats. And usually it's like, I'm gonna be petting a cat for like 5 to 10 minutes, then they get sick of you, and then you wash your hands. That's all you have to do. Good heal parry there. Uh-oh. Okay, at least it's a phase 2. I'm gonna heal. Quick combo. Run. No. Ah! He caught me with the big combo there. Unfortunately, I missed the second hit of the Fable. I need to find a way to use it consistently. It's not after big combo. Because I ran away from big combo, pressed triangle, and then he managed to dodge back, so I missed the second hit. I guess slight victories I'm gonna call attention to, besides the fact that we've seen a few phase 2 white bars. Oh my god. Of course, the moment I'm like, yeah, let's celebrate small victories is when I die repeatedly. This is a stupid thing to say, but the fact that I'm giving names to the combos he's doing means I'm recognizing them, right? So That is actually a bit of an evolution from yesterday. Because I wasn't calling it quick combo yesterday, and I wasn't even aware there was a big combo or what it looked like yesterday. But there's such an easy tell on big combo now that I'll always at least notice, even if I don't react fast enough. I don't like when he does that. It's annoying. I have no stam. And I must die. Honestly, I'm probably just going to give it 4 more attempts. End at 25.85. Around 3 hours of a stream. I need to do some stuff to prepare for tomorrow. I should clean up my living room because it's a war zone. Maybe I'll put up my Christmas tree too. My tiny little pathetic tree. But yeah, I need to do some meal prep, dinner, and dishes. Fun, fun. Also, take out the trash. I didn't do that this morning because I woke up with a hangover. I'm feeling actually really good right now, so even if I don't necessarily sound it or look it, given the gameplay. But I was concerned I was going to have a headache the whole stream. And I don't. The Advil works, it turns out. Me putting up my tree means I just take it out of like a big Christmas bag that I have because it's just like one of those small ones, right? So I literally don't have to do anything but plug it in. So it's not that really a big of an ask for me. I don't have many decorations on it, so I just leave the decorations actually on the tree. I just need to make it look a little bit nicer, unscrunched. But yeah, putting up a tree is a whole to-do. And since I was never really big into Christmas, I never really wanted to do it in the first place. Ask my sister. I'm gonna put up a tree every day in December. So you have 25. That seems like too many, perhaps. I'm glad you have all the space, though. Your spare closet is literally just boxes of Christmas decorations. I have a big coat closet out front, and that's where I keep my Christmas tree. But yeah, I don't have too much. I probably should get some more, but at the same time, it's like, do I really want to be buying stuff that I'm gonna have for, we'll say at most 1/10 of the year? The rest of the time I don't even see it. Like, that doesn't sound like a good expenditure of my money. And again, I'm not really big into Christmas. Can you tell that to your mom? This is triple combo. It's actually like a huge combo. You don't even see it that often. That's the first time he's done that the whole stream, for the record. But normally it's because he doesn't even pull out Spear in phase 1. This fight's been tight enough that he doesn't really have the opportunity. Speaking of, this is such a late white bar. What the hell happened here? Yeah, Red. I showed them pretty quickly. I'm sure your brother showed you, right? I don't know if I should be texting you images because you're on the app, right? So that's why I didn't text you immediately. I gotta send it to Drew later. You remember the sword too? It definitely was a bit of an impulse. Oh god, this is a big combo. But it was like a planned impulse, because I definitely like read up on it a lot. Because I didn't want to go in... Did the button work there? I didn't want to go in not knowing what to expect. Sorry, I'm checking the VOD. Oh, I definitely pressed it, okay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little worried about Monday with the piercing. because as you know, our work is not the cleanest of facilities. So I'm definitely gonna bring the spray and probably clean it up at lunchtime. That was the biggest hesitancy for me. It would just be like, this is not gonna go well with work, but whatever, let's do it. I'll see you in a month's time when I have an infection, unfortunately. No, we'll will ourselves out of that. But yeah, I feel pretty comfortable with keeping it clean right now, so hopefully it just stays that way. Oh, come on. Damn red attack. Yeah, I guess this will be the last attempt. As mentioned, I should be doing some other things with my time. As much as I want to spend another hour on this boss, losing my mind. Yeah, no, I know everyone... The tat is not too surprising. But anytime I asked people about the piercing, they were definitely a little in shock, like Marissa. But I figured, you know, why not? I'm sure I'll find plenty of reasons to answer that question in future. Yeah, there's certain people who are like, I can't believe he's got a tattoo at all, and I'm like, wait till you see me. I didn't tell Teagues, so when he came by, he was definitely caught the surprise. What's next? Yeah, everyone's asking that. Jeff's saying I need to fill in the tattoo with colors. I think, if anything, it's gonna be heart container tattoos from, like, Zelda or Binding of Isaac. But that probably won't be till next year, if anything. I would not be surprised if I got, like, a tattoo gift card for Christmas this year, at this point. So yeah. We'll see. What's next is I need to revamp the stream here, give myself a little donation incentive, and encourage all of y'all to fund my next tattoo. I guess I'm gonna call this stream here, though. It was a good stream overall, I think. I mean, the stars was just... It's already part of my brand, and my mom got hearts with Marissa, so I figured, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for watching, folks. Closing the tabs. I didn't even tweet today. Whatever, who cares? Not I. Yeah, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna leave you be. Nah, I mean, I was already... This, trust me, it was already ruined beforehand. Tripping over my tongue. That's definitely the sign to end the stream, so... Alright, thanks for watching, folks. I will see you around the internet. Have a great evening, great night. Goodbye!